Today is the first time in human history that games coming in unnecessarily large boxes is gonna pay off. What's up, everybody? My name is Nick Murphy. I'm one half of the brothers Murph, and today we're gonna do another challenge. Last challenge we tried to fit the best possible board game collection into one Calyx cube. Follow the link up here to go watch that video. It was super, super fun. Today we're gonna try and fit the best possible collection into this box. This is a standard Ticket to Ride size box. This is a very, very normal size box for a board game. Literally, the term Ticket to Ride size box is very commonly used to describe this exact size of box because Ticket to Ride is a very popular game. It comes in this square. It's about this tall. And I would say probably about a third of board games come in this size box. It's very, very common. So I was wondering, what's the best possible collection we can fit into this box? Now, a couple different rules. So we're gonna be grabbing stuff off the shelf. Obviously, these boxes don't need to fit in this box. We'll be taking the components and stuff out of these boxes and putting them into this box. So again, this is the point of, like, sometimes games come in boxes that are way unnecessarily large because the publisher just wants shelf presence, and it's kind of annoying. In this situation, that's actually gonna be kind of a good thing because it means we're gonna be able to fit more games into this box. And so we're gonna go ahead and try it. So other content creators, a lot of other content creators did the 1 cube challenge thing that we did. It was super, super fun. So other content creators, make sure to do this one as well. I really wanna see what's the best collection you can get into this box. Now again, we're going for the best collection. So we don't have much space in this box, obviously, but we can't just stuff it full of like 50 of our smallest games because that's not a very good collection. We want a well-rounded collection, some big, some small, some heavy, some light, as well, most well-rounded as we can get it. And that's gonna be tough to do in a size box like this. We can't choose like a Gloomhaven box, it'd be too easy. So we're doing this instead. Okay, so a couple different rules. So one, we have to take more or less everything in the box. So we can't be like, oh, I'm just gonna take enough for like a 2-player game and I'm gonna take half these coins out because I don't need all those for 2-player games. We're not gonna min-max like that. If it's in the box, for the most part, it's gonna have to go into here because it just gets too long and too arduous to go ahead and do something like that. So pretty much everything's gonna have to go in the box with the exception of expansions. Expansions, like let's say like Downforce here. In Downforce, we have like all the expansions here in this box. So we don't need to take all the expansions. We just need to take the base game and that's gonna be it. So just the base game, although pretty much everything else we need to take unless it's something that is honestly, truly unnecessary to the game. Every once in a while, a game will have like a board that just holds like the deck of cards and the discard pile. If there's something like that, that is like, we could just put that on the table. We maybe won't take that, but everything else, we're not gonna be like, well, technically we don't need the main board. We can just memorize where all the spots go. It's like, no, we're not gonna do that. So those are the main rules. We have to take everything in the box. We have to be able to fit it in there. Also, no lid lift. The lid has to close. If we can't have it like this where the lid is coming up like, no, none of that. No lid lift. The box has to close. And that's gonna be it. We're gonna have to see what we can do. So first things first, let's get rid of all this crap. Do we need to bring rule books? That's gonna be the main question. I would say yes. Let's bring the rule books because that's part of the game. So, I'll tell you right now, I'm not bringing Ticket to Ride because there's too much stuff in this game. Although this one's not that bad. Okay, so get rid of this insert trash, get out of here. We don't need that. So, I'll tell you right now what's gonna be the killer. Boards. Boards are gonna be the killer because this board, like if it's a big Ticket to Ride size board, and granted this is a large board, it's this big. You can see how much of the box it's gonna take up. If we had like 4 of these kinds of boards, that would be most of this box. So boards are gonna be the killer. Boards and tiles, I think, are gonna really be the killer because Ticket to Ride, let's see, like if we got everything from Ticket to Ride, take out the insert, it's like, yeah, not too bad, right? Like we got a lot of extra room. But man, that's not enough. That's too big, way too big. So we're gonna see, gosh, what's gonna be, I haven't really thought about this too much in terms of like, what can and can't make it. I haven't really thought about it. I was like, I'm just gonna wing it. So we got, boom, there's our box. We have the lid right here, which we'll put back on later. So, oh man, what do we think, fam? What do we think? I'll tell you right now, it's gonna be hard to get any even remotely big games in here, because even if they are in a box that's unnecessarily large, there's still gonna be a lot of stuff in that box. And we wanna have like different player counts, like probably like, hopefully like a 6-player game, a solo game would be great. Oh, you know what? I wonder how big this is when you take everything out. Also, one rule that I forgot to mention, I am allowed to check. During our 1 cube challenge, we had the rule where once you kind of take the game off the shelf, you were stuck with it. We're not doing that here because sometimes I might not remember how much crap is in this box. And like this situation, how much is in this? I don't quite remember. Is it a lot? Because there's like big tarot-sized cards. Now this one has a whole bunch of expansion stuff. So if we don't have the expansion stuff, oh, it's not that big. Oh, it's pretty big. Oh man, this might be a mistake. But I like this one because 1, I love this game. 2, oh, that's too much already. That's too much already. Yeah, that's gonna be way too much. Okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing this one. Dang, I really thought I might be able to make this one work because this is a 6-player game. It plays 1 to 6, and it's really good 1 to 6. Okay, we're not doing this one then. Never mind. All right, first failure. Dang, I thought that one might work because I was like, there's stuff in here, but there's not too much stuff. Okay, you know what let's do? I saw this one a second ago. Let's do Seven Wonders Duel. This is a 2-player game, and I feel like I'm not as big a fan as everyone else, but nonetheless, this box, despite being quite small, is still unnecessarily large. Very unnecessarily large. Like, really unnecessarily large. So, we're gonna go boom. Okay. We're gonna go blam, and we are allowed to rearrange and try and make this work. Boom. Okay, I'll kind of keep the rule books off to the side. Okay, so that's one. So that's Seven Wonders Duel. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Oof. Okay, man. And like things like this, like these player aid helps you. We're not gonna worry about that. That's not a big deal. Okay, cool. So that's one. That already, despite that being pretty small, that took up more room than I thought. You know what we can also do? Is this cheating? Can I consolidate bags? Can I consolidate bags? I feel like I should be able to consolidate bags. I think we will. I think we can consolidate bags, because one thing about this is like, bags take up space. Because like I'm a jump cut. Okay, we got rid of 3 bags. I think this is totally fair and totally legal and way better. I'm not gonna get rid of bags like these because I don't want to, frankly, just for my own sanity of cleaning this up after this video is done, I don't want to have to like find bits from every game. So things like this will stay in bags, but like cards and stuff don't necessarily need to be in bags. And man, bags, they're small, but they start to take up a lot of space. And so we are going to nix bags whenever we can, because that already takes up a lot less space. Holy bananas, that takes up a lot less space. Okay, so we got Seven Wonders Duel. So that's like a medium weight game. It's 2 players only, so that's kind of the main knock against it. But like that's a decent medium weight game that we can rock with. Man, this is gonna be the tough one of just like what is gonna be like the heavier games that we can bring. I just don't know what doesn't have that much stuff in the box, but it's like a relic, because I would love like a meatier game. you know, a game that's got like some oomph behind it. And man, I just don't entirely know which one that would be. Oh, Crown of Amara is not that. And this is a good, like, oh, how full is this? Oh no, this is way too much. That's right, there's these. Oh, there's so much other crap. And there's those boards. No, we can't do this one. Oh man, I was like, ooh, that might be good. Great game. Really underrated game too, Crown of Amara. Really outstanding. But that's not gonna work, that's too big. And again, one of the main things that's gonna kill us here is tiles and boards. Now Verdant here, Verdant's not that big. So if we did like blam, 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 and things like this, like I don't wanna put this in a normal bag, I just kinda wanna keep those bags. That's so much room. Oh my gosh, fam, this is gonna be rough. Oh man, I was really confident going into this. Now I'm not as confident, I'll tell you. I'm not as confident. This box is not that big. This box is not that big. Oh man. Okay, so let's do this though. I know I wanted to bring this game. I do want a solo game, but right now the solo game I'm super into is Black Sonata, and this is obviously not a very big game. So, sir. Boom. Is this all about, yeah, we don't need this one, so we'll take out that one. So this one's got a teeny tiny little board, boop. Some cards, actually they come in their little, these little paper boxes, little cardboard boxes, which is actually nice because it's less space than a bag, but it still keeps them together, which is actually quite nice. Okay, so that's 2 games. And that is a whole lot of space. Because I was thinking like, oh man, I should grab like Carcassonne because that's such a good gateway game. But man, the tiles in that one are gonna kill us. I really, really wanna make sure we have a bigger game in here. Like a bigger, heavier game. Like a Crown of Amara, it doesn't have to be like super, super heavy, but just something at least like mid-weight plus. I wanna have at least one of those in here. And man, I just don't know what I can fit. Oh, stars. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Okay, sorry, I had to jump cut because it took me a minute to decide on like a bigger game, and I'm gonna decide on Shakespeare, because Shakespeare comes in a box, it's mostly empty. I will say, it does have a main board, but only one, and then 4 player boards, which is like not like ideal, but it's not too big. And then the rest of the game, and this game actually has an expansion, and I'm gonna bring the expansion because the expansion is so much better. Then it's so much better with the expansion than with the base game, so we're gonna go with that. Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't, just because that would probably be silly, because it's extra cards I don't technically need. So let's actually not bring the expansion now that I think about it, but God, it hurts me. The expansion for Shakespeare is the greatest expansion ever made. Boom, fight me. Okay, so let's get stuff back in here. I guess we're just gonna have to kind of constantly rearrange this as we get stuff. I probably should have picked, yeah, these big things first, as they're gonna take up the most room. We do have these. We're gonna consolidate these down to hopefully 1 bag of player pieces, because we don't need them all to be separate. Okay, let's do that. Okay, and that is Shakespeare. Great game. This is our kind of gonna be our medium plus weight game. Great game, but comes in a box that's unnecessarily large. Okay, so we're filling up here in this box, this board lift right here. That's gonna be an interesting concept, is trying to deal with that. But okay, so now what I wanna see, I really would love to bring Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. Oh, it's got that main board though. Oh, and then these. Oh, we actually bought these acrylic things to make these dual layer. If they weren't dual layer, it'd be so much smaller. Nah, it's gonna be too big. Darn, I really thought I could bring this. I forgot we had these. Darn, never mind. Never mind. I would love to have this though, because it's, again, not a super heavy game, but kind of a medium weight, engine buildy goodness, which is awesome. Okay, I think it's another 2-player only game, but I think maybe we should bring Targi, because it's not that big. We have the expansion in here, although, so like this is expansion stuff. Although now we have the geek up bits, which at this point are actually taking up more space. I'm trying to figure, okay, so these are all the expansion thingies. Okay, so we don't need that. I think I'm gonna bring Targi, because Targi is so good. And again, it's not very big. Boom. Targi's pretty darn small, which is great. Okay, so Targi. So that's another kind of medium weight. It's 2-player again, but that's actually pretty darn good. Okay, so as of right now, we have Seven Wonders Duel, Targi. It's 2-player games. I don't want to bring any more 2-player only games. We have Shakespeare and we have Black Sonata. It's only 4 games, and that is remarkably full. Holy crap. Okay. So now we have to figure out where we go from here. I don't want to bring any more 2-player only games. I have a solo only game. And I kind of don't want to grab like a bunch of little games yet, because I don't think we're quite to that point. Because we're going to be able to get a lot of games in here once we start just like stuffing it full of small games. Because there's a ton of games like Bandito, very small game, even in its box. Without its box, it's going to be even smaller. So we don't really need that. One thing that neither Mike or I really brought last time we did the Cube Challenge was like a party game. So I kind of want to make sure I have like a party game. One game I'm thinking about though, this is not a party game, is Union Station, not a huge party, I don't know, is Union Station. This is a cube rail game, and this is kind of, cube rail games are not super, super light, but it's kind of Gateway Plus, but as you can see, it comes in this small box, and even this box is kind of too, like, this is the game. Oh, we're definitely bringing Union Station. Get out of here. You kidding me with that? Oh, that's dumb small. Man, that's even smaller than I remembered. Okay, that's great. We're gonna bring Union Station. The rulebook choice of me saying that we have to include the rulebooks was a bad idea. I think it's important that we include the rulebooks, but I think it was a bad idea because those are going to start filling up. Okay. Okay, so Union Station, that's a great small compact cube rail game. So that's really a different kind of game. Kind of gives that route building, a little bit of stock market stuff. So that's a hot pick, Nick. I'm okay with that. And that's crazy small. I like that. Oh man. I don't think we can take anything with a board bigger than like that at this point. I mean, I guess we could. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, so I still want to try and get like 1 or 2 medium size, at least in terms of physical size, not necessarily in terms of weight, games in there before we start going small. Ooh, the Bloody Inn's an interesting choice. How much of this is necessary? Oh, that's right, nothing is necessary in here. Oh, hell yeah, Bloody Inn for sure. Oh, we have all this stuff in different bags too. Okay, hold on. Bloody Inn's a great choice. Great kind of light, medium weight game, super underrated. We're also grabbing a whole bunch of underrated games, which I love. And look at this. These, oh, I hate them. Boxes need to be that big. And that box isn't even that big, and it still doesn't need to be that big. But it's got this teeny tiny little board. You can put all those in there, all those cards. Yep, put all those cards in there. And we can throw all of these into one bag. Boom, Bloody Inn. You'll love to see it. I'm gonna kind of have stuff sit to the side for right now. I guess we could just put it in here right now. It doesn't really matter. We'll rearrange this, but I kind of want to, because I guess I do need to know where I'm standing in terms of like, because I think once I think we're done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of take everything out. Look, we've had all the games kept together in here, but they don't need to be kept together. We're gonna put like all the boards on the bottom. Okay, so that's 2 more good games that aren't too bad, and we're filling up, but I do think we can do some rearranging here and make our lives a little bit easier. Okay. Okay, that's not actually that bad. That's not that bad. Okay, I was worried that our rule books were already going to become a huge nuisance. Okay, so Bloody Inn. That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so twerk, 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 twerk. Where to go from here? Where to go from here? I want to praise B. I want to praise B because praise B doesn't miss. I want that Phil Walker Harding game, but which one? Ugh. A lot of his, oh, how big? This is probably going to be too big. How big? Oh, this is very light though. This is very light. I think Cacao might be too, ooh. Cacao is very empty. Ooh, we don't have a tile laying game. Oh, I think we're going to do Cacao here, fam. I think we're going to do Cacao here. Okay, I don't need that book, so you'll go back in there. I think we're going to do Cacao. Cacao has these little player boards, but then the rest of this is tiles, but there's not that many of them. We can condense them down even farther, throw all this stuff into one bag, and I think we got our praise B. I think we got our Phil Walker Harding game here because we can throw all this into one bag. Don't need more than one. And I think we'll take those tiles out of their bag, and I think we'll leave them loose in here like we've been leaving cards. Actually, speaking of that, we're going to take these cards and stuff out of these bags. Maybe we'll do that in a little bit. But okay, so that's not kind of too bad. Again, we will condense this down. Okay, so at this point, that's just not condensed at all, but we'll deal with that in a second. So at this point, unless I really think of something that is small, I don't think, ooh, maybe Kanagawa. I don't think I can take any more like bigger games. I think we're pretty set. I mean, here's the thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different games in here at this point, which is pretty darn good. And we've kind of run the gamut. We have some heavier stuff, all the way down to like Cacao, which I think is like a kind of a gateway level. And we haven't started throwing in a bunch of small stuff yet. So I think let's take another look around and see if there's maybe one last kind of bigger thing that we can rock. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to rearrange this and then go small box town. And I think we're going to try and cram as much crap in there as we possibly can. So how big is Kanagawa? I think Kanagawa is unnecessarily large considering the weight of how heavy this one is. I think that is relatively small. Ooh. And I think we can do Kanagawa. I think we can do Kanagawa. And this is a great kind of medium weight game, super underrated. This is also kind of a super underrated box. Like everything in this box is mega underrated because we could take this out, combine these. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, bro. Oh, hell yeah, bro. See? Okay, it's Kanagawa. Great. Great, 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 great. Okay, so we're going to go blam, blam. These are going to go blam. We do have these 4 little tiles, boom. And then this one actually has this cool like bamboo board. Oh, we can lay that flat. Hell yeah. Okay, sweet. Blam. That's awesome. Okay, great. Kanagawa for the win. Is there anything else? Is there one more sleeper hit? Is there one more game like that ends up being smaller than we think that I can think of? I don't know, because I'm fairly confident at this point that we can fit more. We got more. I think once we consolidate more, we rearrange a bit, I feel like we got space. I don't think we can take like a big game that has like a full board or really any tiles, but is there a bigger game that just doesn't have much? Oh, I don't know if there is one at this point that can really condense down like that. Oh, hold on. Oh man, could we fit Seasons? I know this box has got an insert. How big are you? Lots of cards, we know that. because this is the main board. Wow, this insert didn't help at all. Ooh, baby, I love your way. I think we might be able to do seasons, fam. I think we might be able to do seasons. Because there's all this, right? But we can condense this down. We don't need this as expansion stuff. We don't need this as expansion stuff. We're going for it. We're going for seasons. We're going for seasons. Chunk dice. We need some game. We need a game with some dumb chunk. We need a game with some dumb chunk. Okay. All right, I'm gonna jump. I'll rearrange this. Whew, okay, that. I had to take all these cards out because all these are the expansions. So I was like, I gotta go through the whole thing, get all the cards out. But okay, this is what we got. This is definitely gonna be the last big one here because that is actually a lot of stuff. I still think we can fit it no problem, but that's definitely gonna be the last thing we can do in the box, with the exception of small box stuff, which I still think we can fit pretty well. But as of right now, we have Seven Wonders Duel, Black Sonata, Union Station, Bloody Inn, Kanagawa, Cacao, Shakespeare Targi, and Seasons. That, fam, I think is a pretty darn good start to fit into one Ticket to Ride size box. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna speed this whole part up right here, and I am going to rearrange this, consolidate bags, get rid of some bags in some situations, and we're gonna see if we have erred and maybe we can't fit seasons. We'll see though. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, fam. This is more full than I was expecting it to be. I was like, man, when I rearrange stuff, I'm gonna have room for 10 more games. I don't, fam. I don't think I do. I think I'll put these bags on top because they can kind of fill in. God dang you, Seasons, with your super chunk dice. Also, god dang you, Geek Up Bits. You're so chunky and nice, but you take up so much more room. Okay, so as of right now, let's check in where we are because I'm very worried that we still got room. Oh, we still got room. We still got hella room. And by that, I mean we don't have that much room. Ooh, we don't have that much room. Okay, we're also gonna have to strategically arrange these rule books, like these kind of small ones. Where the tiles are for Cacao, there is not much room. Okay, so at this point, we are pretty darn, wow, that's really heavy. We're pretty full, but we have no lid lift, which is great. So that means we got hella space. And by that, I mean we have very little space. Oh, stars. What can we still fit in here, fam? What can we still fit in here? Okay, I want to grab like, okay. So this is going to be like small box card games. And that's gonna be it. And I'm not gonna rearrange it, so it's basically gonna be like whatever we can fit on top is what we're gonna fit on top. So like the crew, the problem is having decks of cards, they're all gonna be too tall. They're all too tall. Because I also don't want it just like thrown in there. The crew's gonna be too much, fam. It's gonna be too much. What about like one set of claim? Oh yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Okay, so one claim. Boom, fit right there. My favorite trick-taking game. Gotta have it. Okay, claim works. There's a whole bunch more claim, although this is all the claim, so it's really not that big. Okay, so the crew's too big. Too chunk, too beef. Okay. Too chunk. I just dropped a whole bunch of stuff back. Okay, I want to do Bandito because Bandito is really small. Because the cards themselves are even small. Oof. Where can we go? Here? Oh, man, okay. This one we might have to like spread out. Okay, is there anything smaller than Bandito? Wow, I really thought we were gonna have the ability to chunk a bunch of like small box games in here. Seasons might have been too big. Seasons might have been a bad choice. Because you have these big chunky dice, a ton of cards, and like 4 separate player boards. But I'm really happy with how many big games we got in this box. But at the same time, we're trying to go for a well-rounded collection, which means I want smaller stuff too, because having a bunch of big heavy stuff, well not heavy, but you know, bigger stuff, It's not that conducive. Hum, 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 him, hum, ho. Is there any like teeny tiny little roll-in rights we can flip in there? We might be able to fit some roll-in rights because they're usually like a pad of paper, maybe some cards. What about like Next Station London? Cards, pencils, and a humongous pad of paper. Okay, so I don't really want to like tear up that pad of paper. So what about a game that we have laminated, which is quite a bit? I still feel like we can fit Bandito. I still feel like we can fit Bandito. Okay, what's a roll and write we have laminated? Ooh, you know what we can maybe do? Oh, I don't think we'd, I was gonna say maybe we could do like, maybe we could do Railroad Ink because it just has those boards, but there's like 6 of them. And again, I need to bring all of it. I don't think we fit like 6. No, that's too, oh man, I think we might be, I feel like we might be out with Bandito. I think Bandito might be the last one. Can I fit Welcome to? We have a bunch of this laminated. Oh, we also have we have the boards. Okay, and this can go up to, gosh, 8? Well, I guess it goes up to infinity. So I'm not gonna bring all of these boards. Okay, can we fit the cards? The cards is gonna be the question. Can we fit the curds? Okay, so no Welcome to. Gosh, is there anything else? Okay, I know one game we can grab. We can grab Crisscross because that one, we have a couple laminated sheets. Oh man, we fizzled out quicker than I expected. I really thought we were gonna be able to fit like 5 of these like small, teeny tiny box games. And no. Boom. Crisscross. We'll take, this is also a game you can play with kind of an infinite amount of people. So let's just bring like 4 sheets because they are, I mean, here's the thing, that's Crisscross. It's tiny, so that's great. We'll put those with like the rule books essentially. Okay, so Crisscross, that's great. I still feel like we should be able to fit Bandito in there. Is there any other game that is just out of like a Crisscross where we have like none? I feel like we still have some space. Is there any game that doesn't even have any cards? It's just like chits. It's just like, oh. Ooh, oh, Kites would have been a great one for a party game. Deep Dive is a good, I think this is gonna be too many. Well, oh man, we might be able to fit Deep Dive. Although if we do Deep Dive, I do not think we can do Bandito. And Bandito's co-op. Do we have any other co-op games? We don't. I think we're gonna go with Bandito over Deep Dive. Okay, we'll take one last look at the shelves, fam. But I think that's gonna be it. We could fit Deep Dive. I just don't think we can fit Deep Dive and Bandito. Oh man, is there another game that's like this? This is like the perfect choice because it's just tiles. It's just small tiles. There's no cards. Ooh, oh, but then I would have to. Doing it. Hold on. I'm over here, fam. You can't see me, but I'm here. Hold on. Okay. I need to bring a deck of cards, but I probably should have a deck of cards anyway. Where are my Beth Sobel cards? It's the only cards I want in my life is Beth Sobel cards. Okay, maybe I'll have to grab something else because I can't see my Beth Sobel cards. Okay, so we were looking for this last challenge that we did. We couldn't find them, but then we found them like right afterwards. Okay. I'll do this. So I'm gonna bring the Quiet Years. So this is a little teeny tiny RPG, but it's also a deck of cards. So that's great. We can fit that in here, definitely. And I'm gonna bring this cribbage board. So someone made us this. Someone made us, it's a teeny tiny little cribbage board. And they laser cut it out, and it's got little pegs right here, boom. And so it's this teeny tiny magnetized cribbage board. That's kind of like a little travel size one. It's really, really cool. And last time we were doing this challenge, doing challenges, I wanted to throw one of these, we have 2 of them, into our thing, and I couldn't find it. It was in my backpack. And so I'm bringing some cribbage, dang it. Bam, get wrecked. But I need some cards to go with it. So we're gonna bring that, because that brings us a little RPG, and it's also a deck of cards. Okay, so I think we're gonna try and slide some Bandito in here. We're just gonna try and flatten it out as much as possible. Maybe we'll separate it a little bit here. And I think that's gonna be it, fam. I think that's all we can do. Let's see if we can do this without much lid lift. Oh man, the rule books are gonna kill us here. Especially these big, oh, I have these, crap. Oh, I forgot about these. I took these out because they're easy to lay down. Oh no. Oh, Bandito, I don't know if you're gonna make it. You're enough cards where I just don't know if you're gonna make it. All right, I think we're gonna call it there. And we're gonna say we win. I might have a teeny bit of lid lift, but I think we can make it work. I think we can make this work. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit, that's okay. Here's the thing. Shake it all, you know, sometimes you shake it. Oh, it's consolidating a little bit. Okay, here's the thing. The tiniest bit of lid lift. And I go like this, look, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. I'm gonna go with that. I think we did good. We don't have a ton of lid lift. Gosh, is there a place? Maybe I should have put these on the bottom. Maybe that would have been a better place for them. Alrighty, fam. We're gonna go with that. That's pretty darn good. We got a little bit of lid lift. We broke the rules a little bit. I don't care, it's my challenge. I can do whatever I want. Seasons killed us, but hey, worth it. Such a good game. Here's the thing. Blam. This is so heavy. I'll take that. That's a little bit of lid lift. Lots of games have lid lift. It's fine. We got there. In this one Ticket to Rise size box, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, technically 13, 14 games in here because we have a cribbage board and a deck of cards. Well, in the deck of cards is an RPG. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, we're gonna call it. In this Ticket to Rise size box with very, just like a millimeter of lid lift. I'm calling it there, we're good. That was pretty good. I will say, when we first started this, I was like, well, this isn't gonna work. This challenge is not gonna be nearly as interesting as I thought it was gonna be because, gosh, we got like 1 or 2 games in, and I was like, wow, this is really filling up. And we were able to pull together with like things like Kanagawa, I think was an ace pull. It's ultimately super small. Seasons was probably a bad choice, but at the same time, it allowed us to get another, again, like medium kind of plus-ish weight game, great engine builder, drafting game, big chunky pieces. So you're also having a lot of like table presence with some of these games. Shakespeare's a great medium plus weight game. Cacao's a great gateway game, praise be. We got a couple really good we actually have 3 really good 2-player games, Targi and Seven Wonders Duel. Decently heavy as well. Kanagawa is a great medium weight game. The Bloody Inn, again, medium, light, super good. Union Station, a cube rail game. That's a very different kind of game than any of these. Black Sonata is an awesome solo game. Deduction solo game. We got Claim, 2-player trick taking, Crisscross, which we can play with as many people as we possibly want, and Bandito. We got in there, which is a great co-op game. I think this is a dang good collection. Honestly, that's a pretty well-rounded collection. We got some like very easy Crisscross. You can play with everyone. Bandito can play with pretty much everyone. All the way down to like Shakespeare and Seasons, which are like decently heavy. Yeah, that's a heck of a collection. I think I did an okay job. So inside this Ticket to Ride size box is 14 games. Oh, that was hard. Okay, so down in the comments below, let me know, how do you think I did? Do you think I did okay? And what games would you have added? Do you think there's anything I could have taken out based off of our collection here? And if there's any content creators that want to take this challenge as well, please do so. I would love to see how many games you can get in there and how well-rounded of a collection you can get. That's going to be it for me. My name is Nick Murphy. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let us know down in the comments below what kind of challenges you'd like to see us do next. We really, really enjoy doing these challenges. I think Mike might do a response video to this and try to beat this one. And so we'll kind of have to see if he's able to do that. But nonetheless, thank you so much for being here, and we'll see y'all later.
Thank you so much for watching that challenge video. Wow, that went actually in the end a lot better than I thought it was going to. I think I put a pretty darn good collection into one box. Let us know down in the comments below what you think of this challenge. Make sure to check out the other challenges on the right side of your screen. We have a really, really good time doing them. And make sure to check out Restoration Games, Lucky Duck Games, and Board Game Geek, who sponsor the Brothers Murph channel as a whole. Love you all to death. Have a great day.